Happy Sunday. Hello. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Listen, I'm tired. I don't know about you, but I'm tired. I am exhausted. Whew, child, I can just pass out. But somebody told me that there is a wonderful retreat that's coming up in January. That's you heard what I said in January 2025, where we are going to come together to escape that burnout and that exhaustion, to receive clarity, be renewed, and leave rejuvenated. And so I thought I would bring together the workshop leaders who are going to help accomplish that task. So thank you so much for joining. I am the Nicole Johnson, founder of Wealthy Women Lifestyle, where I teach women to define and achieve their goal of financial freedom so that they can begin to live life on their own terms. And what that means for all of the women in the community is something very different for each one of them. And that for me as their coach is a huge challenge. But if you know anything about me, I am down for the count when it comes to a challenge. So listen, I am not doing this event by myself. I have brought in some absolutely wonderful people to help me give you the opportunity to escape this burnout, to escape this exhaustion. And I tell you, I don't put everybody in front of my community. I'm real particular about the people that talk to my babies. And tonight I'm going to bring them to you, and they're going to have some shenanigans going on. So don't blame me. Don't blame Nikki. They full of shenanigans, and they do. You know what they say? Birds of a feather flock together. So I'm going to bring up our self-care strategist. Some of you may know her. Hey, Leanne, hailing from the ATL. Hey, Leanne.
Hey now, everybody.
How are you? You doing good?
I am fabulous.
I'm good. I'm not going to tell you what they call her over in my community.
Yeah, we're not going to do. They're going to have to be in the community to find that out.
We are not going to talk about that, but she's full of shenanigans. I'm glad to have you here, Leanne. Give us a moment. We're going to have everybody do their own introduction. And let me tell you, I love it when a power couple comes to the scene of the crime. I mean, to the scene of the event. Come on to the scene of the crime, to the scene of the event. What's up, Brent and Angel Rose, hailing all the way from Houston, Texas, my fellow Texas family. How y'all doing? Welcome. And you guys are muted. Look, listen,
We're doing mighty fine.
Okay, and moving right along. Listen. You guys may have seen her. She is the resident Dallas sexologist, the rhinologist. She is the it of all the it. Come on to the stage, Miss Dr. Goody Howard.
No, doctor. We'll claim it. We receive it.
If you have not seen the rhinology specialist, listen, my hips already hurt and I can't wait to get to that class.
I'm in Houston right now because I just did it earlier today in Houston.
Oh, that's right. She out in Houston on the class or for the class. So thank you so much for being here. And you know what? I should have had it here. But I don't, and I'll get it if I can before we leave. But I want to bring up our spa services specialist. When I tell you she got something called I'm 50 bitch. I'm 50 bitch, baby. When I tell you it is the everything for your skin, ladies and gents. It is everything. So Ty, welcome. I'm so glad you are here. And
glad to be here, everybody.
On a sleigh by Shay crawl, I had to make sure that Miss Shay Cunningham was in the house. What's going on, Shay? Listen, if you need somebody to tell you how to dress it up, dress it down, but flip it out, baby, don't sleep on Sleigh by Shay. Now, let me tell you, if you know me, you know I like to do a two-step. I'll shake it like it's hot. I'll drop it like it's warm, and all the different things. But the one in the room that's gonna keep up with us during the event is the DJ, the man himself, DJ Terrence. Look at him. He stay ready. Hailing also from Dallas, Texas. Listen, I am so excited. If you guys can't tell, I am excited that you guys are here with me tonight, and I thank you. Some of them are coming out of the East Coast time zone, so it's a little late because some of them might have to actually do some work come tomorrow morning. And I ain't gonna promise not to keep them long, but I'm gonna show enough prayer over there that they get a good night's sleep. I am geeked. Can you tell? Can y'all tell? I'm geeked. This is the first annual Wealthy Women Lifestyle Vision and Empowerment Retreat, where we are coming together to bring a slew of facts, talks, examples. Let me, Goody, you got examples on that rhideology class? Woo!
During the event, we have examples. We don't have no examples currently.
You guys, I'm super excited. I want to thank you. So I'm going to go around the room and give everybody a brief moment to introduce themselves, because I want you to tell the people how they can find you really quickly. And then we're going to get into some conversations tonight, because as you all know, I tend to get a little hot around this here camp. Okay, so I'm going to start with listen, you guys, I'm super excited because Slay by Shay is going to be our MC. Listen, I did not know that I was going to need one, but somebody got to talking to me, and I was like, you know what? I can't be everywhere doing everything. Who do I trust to talk to people? So I needed somebody to bring some energy, bring some vibrancy, to make it say, hey. Do that other than Slay by Shay. So Shay, tell the people where they can find you, introduce yourself. Come on with it.
Thank you, love. Thank you so much for having me. Everyone, my name is Shay Cunningham. I'm also known as Slay by Shay. And I work with lady boss entrepreneurs and executives on building a branded style and image that will convert to more compliments, higher confidence, and more cash. So that's what I do.
Okay, all right. If I didn't hear nothing else, I heard cash. I heard
I know
cash.
you did.
I heard cash. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to start with our resident self-care strategist who's going to kick off the event on Friday morning. Go ahead, Miss Leanne Dose.
Hey, everybody. I'm Leanne Dose, your Chief Self-Love Officer and the Self-Care Strategist at Wake Up Happy Sis. My mission is to help Black women live happy, healing, and fulfilling lives by learning how to put ourselves first, sometimes for the first times in our lives, and to learn what freedom and fulfillment means for us by taking care of us instead of always taking care of everyone else.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, this one is a little bit more personal. We've been together for a long, long time. We stuck at the hip because you and me should never part, my kids. Okay, so Angel and Brent, the power couple. Angel said something to me that I'm gonna get into in a minute, but baby, when she said it, she stuck her chest into it. Boom. So Angel and Brent, go ahead and introduce yourselves to the audience, please.
Hey everybody, Angel and I, we're the founders of the Beta Bride movement, where we've helped 50 young ladies get engaged to be married. My name is Brent.
I'm Angel. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent and I are master dating and relationship coaches, serving high achieving single women who are kingdom minded, but find themselves in a place where they struggle with dating. They've got success on the outside, but empty on the inside as it pertains to love. They come to us and we teach them how to date with intention through biblical principles that help them to go from bae to bride.
And how many brides do we have now?
50.
50.
That's great.
Oh, that's it. I'm 50. I'm 50. I'm 50. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then our Friday night activity director, instructor, and educator, Dr. Goody Howard. Introduce yourself, please. Introduce yourself.
I'm over here like from bae to bride, like
Okay.
get the people together. And you know what? I love that because I always say people that want a husband never had one. But if you prepare for success, that looks different, right? So that's important. And I think that that's what y'all are doing, is preparing folks for success. So thank you for your service. So yes, my name is Goody Howard. I'm a sexologist, educator, and speaker, and we'll be doing rhideology, I think with a little skosh of sensual intelligence as well mixed in. So rhideology is exactly what it sounds like. It is a partner on top workshop designed to implement and improve your confidence, control, and stamina. So yeah, you get up there and stay up there, you know what I'm saying? Because the confidence is the sexiest thing you can be. And when you're more confident, you walk different, you talk different, you move different, you smile different, you dress different, and your mate selection checklist looks different. Mm-hmm. A different kind of mate is attracted to you different, right? And so we're gonna begin in mind. And you get ready, you ain't gotta stay ready. So that's right. I love it. People to do. And then we'll be talking about sensual intelligence, which separates sexuality from sensuality and helps you connect to experiencing non-sexual pleasure through all 6 of the senses, so that you move through the world with an intentional gratitude that is something that is an intangible layer to how you take up space in the world. Yeah. Man.
All right.
I love it. And I'm in a minute. I'm see if I can move my logo around, because everybody keep telling me that it's covering up Angel's beautiful face. If y'all just move over a little bit, but I'm trying to see if I can get it off. So I want Ty to introduce herself to us. She'll be back in a moment. DJ Terrence, the DFW Chamber spokesperson. As much as he may not want to be, but he is the face of it. And I'm so glad, because he keeps us on our toes, keeps us interacting and moving the chamber forward and connecting and promoting our businesses. So what's up, Terrence? Introduce yourself to the people.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm super excited to be on this call. And
Can you hear me, Terrence?
I can hear you. Can anybody hear me?
Yes,
we can.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm super excited about the events that are leading up to everything that we have going on in January. This is absolutely phenomenal. So it is a fact that, yes, I am a DJ. I have DJed in China, Philippines, Thailand, South Africa, Mauritius, Africa, Cambodia, different countries. I am also the author of 4 different books, including one book titled We Must Fail to Succeed, and another book titled Make Today Your Day. My academic background is in political science and macroeconomics. I am also a keynote speaker. And so the role that I'm playing in this event is to support you all, okay? When we get out there and we have guests that are sitting down and engaging us and everything, there are going to be some logistical challenges. And what I do is work with you all to make sure that those logistical challenges are not obvious to the guests. It looks like it's smooth running. Everything is thought out and planned. And if we do have an emergency of any type, what I do is I'm the master of distraction. I whip out the cha-cha slide, yeah. Get the people engaged and excited and doing something, while y'all are behind the scenes trying to fix whatever's wrong. Okay. And so that is why I am here. I'm here to support you all, to lift you up, to promote you, and to get people excited about everything that you all are bringing to the table in terms of value.
Oh, you the man.
Thank you so much, Terrence. When I was talking to him about what we needed, he brought in some up some things that I had not even considered. I was like, it's you or it's you, whichever one. So thank you, Terrence. And last but certainly not least, Miss Ty. She was here not too long ago when she talked about her beautiful spa, showed us around, and some of her amazing products and services. So Ty, give them a little introduction again.
Yes, my name's Ty. I'm going on I guess it's 24 years in the game. I'm going through a transition. I'm now also meditation, yoga nidra. I'm currently in school for yoga as well as sound healing. So I'm also mixing beauty with the mind. And so, yeah, I am so here to pamper. And then I also, of course, make beauty products, skincare, as well as I make body care. I'm in the lab now. So, yeah.
Listen, she stayed in the lab. She stays in the lab. So thank you all for being here. So listen, January 16th, we are going to converge on the Hilton Garden Inn off of 75 North Central Highway in Dallas, Texas. On Thursday night, the 16th, is our meet and greet and our shenanigans startation. That's what we're going to call it. It's our shenanigans startation. On Friday, the 17th, we're going to have a full day of what you see here: love, education, direction, guidance, a little sipping something in pain. I don't know what you're going to be sipping on, but that's your business, not mine. I'm providing some juice, some juice. Provide some juice. And then on Friday night, Goody is going to take over the room and she's going to turn that into a whole class, okay, on Friday night. And then on Saturday, the most empowering part, and not the most empowering part, but it's the most important empowering part, because we're going to pull all the pieces together that you got from the self-care strategist, from the Beta Bride strategist, the impact from the Slay by Shay, the music from DJ Terrence, the services from Ty, and then we're going to close out Friday night to bring that into Saturday morning with your vision board. The most important part that you can do for yourself, in addition to all these components, is bring them together to elevate your 2025. What does your vision look like? Okay, all of these people here, right here, are business owners. And that is another thing that I love about them. So they are in the habit of putting together the vision for what their business is going to look like, what their personal life is going to look like, what their individual life is going to look like, what their family life, all of those things. Their moms, their dads, their aunts, their somebody's loved one who they are taking care of, but they prioritize being able to take care of themselves. And I love that. So I'm going to go over here to Angel and Brent. I'm sorry, Brent and Angel. I'm going to read their name. I'm going to
That's
say
okay.
their name like they type it.
That's all right.
Brent and
However
Angel.
you want to say it. Just don't call us suckers.
I'm going to say their name like they typed it. Say their name like they typed it. So at one point in time, and community is full of strong women. It's full of strong women who are constantly taking care of a parent, taking care of children. They're taking care of a spouse. They're wearing different hats, right? And so, as a individual who has been single for some time, we can kind of forget that we single women, the women part, right? The women part. And so one day, Angel asked me about carrying masculinity. I was like, but ain't nothing masculine over here. What is you talking about? But after she probed a little bit deeper, I discovered I was carrying it like a shield. And the most amazing revelation was that, in addition to this buffering that the system keep doing, the most amazing revelation was that I didn't realize I was carrying. It had become so ingrained that I didn't know. So, and Angel, Brent, they became one. So it really don't matter whether I say BA or AB, they still the same. It's the Rhodes couple over there. But
The Rhodes.
I'm gonna give credence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give credence to them. Okay. And I want to thank you here, the Rhodes. I want to say hello to all of you who are in the chat. Make sure if you have any questions or comments for our panel, go ahead and drop it in the chat for us. But Brenda Angel, how do you help your community members, those ladies that went from Beta Bride, recognize masculinity? Briefly tell us, and then what do you do to help them?
I think the first thing that we do is help them to define what femininity is and what it's not. Nicole, we talk all the time about being this independent, strong woman. It's just played out, right? Mm-hmm. It's tiring, it's exhausting, and quite frankly, it's played out. And once we are able to realize and uncover what femininity is in a very practical sense, we get to see those areas in our lives where we're really not showing up as feminine as we think we are. We might dress the part, but are we exuding that in our day-to-day lives? Is it in our speech? Is it in how we present ourselves? And a lot of times, if we're honest with ourselves, it's a no.
And for me, I can't tell you about femininity. I can tell you why femininity attracts me. So when we talk about that, that's the one thing with me and Angel we work with, because it was the femininity grace, the feminine grace that she had. And femininity is not passivity.
Right.
A lot of people, when you listen to a lot of people, it's really power. It was powerful to me. It changed the whole trajectory of who I was because she exuded feminine grace. So what we do is we help our single ladies center who God has already called them to be.
Absolutely.
And that's the feminine person that they are.
Hmm.
What else, Nick?
Okay. And so, don't do that. Don't do that. Leanne, I want to talk about your idea of femininity. Because Leanne is all grown here, and that's what I love about this community. We all grown, and we can talk about some things. And so, Leanne is my resident. Go ahead, Leanne. You just tell. Never mind. I ain't gonna go.
I mean,
Leanne, so
I'm
what
probably
what does femininity look like to you?
You know what? Before we say that, can I just say, I think one of the issues that women have in living in their femininity is the trauma that has caused them to be masculine in the first place that we don't like to address. Right. And that's why a lot of women, I think, sometimes don't feel safe being able to be in their feminine, because Black women are sometimes the least respected, least protected. So we have to project a more masculine. I know that's generally what happens in my life, is I probably present more masculine at times because I'm a very direct, very much in your face, but still loving spirit, who likes to be naked. So, I'm a nudist hippie. So to me, femininity is me being able to be comfortable with me where I am now and being able to be safe in being feminine, in just living in my feminine energy and not feeling like I have to be on guard all the time, that I can be someone's biggest supporter and helpmate and not feel like I'm being dominated or whatever the narrative that is that goes on in your head at sometimes. So for me, it's really about owning me and my actions and my reactions to things, and not letting my trauma always, and my overthinker, because I am a major overthinker. So being able to be me and express myself in a way that doesn't make someone else feel emasculated, but also still makes me feel powerful. And I probably feel like I'm probably feeling my most powerful when I'm probably at my most vulnerable, which is me on a beach somewhere, butt naked. So
Listen. Leanne challenges. Leanne and Goody. When Leanne come to town, Leanne and Goody gonna have to sit down at the table, because I'm telling you, that conversation, I'll probably be sitting there like this. For real?
like
Because they have challenged me. Leanne, especially, that is one of my accountability partners, and she said, Nicole, you just so stuck in the mud. I'm like, baby, I am the mud. What is you talking about? But I love it because your circle is supposed to challenge you to grow and expand your perception and your ideas. And Goody definitely does. Leanne, who child, when she called me, I said, Leanne, what are you doing? She said, I'm gonna go down to naked yoga. I said, girl, you gonna have sand in your butt. She's said, "You gonna have a mat, stupid." I said, "Oh, okay." And the booze cruise, and I said, "So you finally got some clothes on?" She said, "No, I'm topless." And she said, I put my shorts on and left my top off, and I went to the boat. Okay, all right, but I love it because as somebody said, confidence is sexy. Confidence is sexy. So for those of you who are already registered for the retreat, you can best believe between the two of them, you gonna walk out of there with some sexy confidence. I'm gonna stand in the hallway probably, but y'all gonna get some sexy confidence.
We're not doing that. You're gonna be right in the front, and because
So you're Goody. Goody, let me ask you this, because one thing I know is Goody is her personality lights up. We took a plane ride together from Dallas to Atlanta, and baby, I was enthralled in everything she was talking about. But Goody, tell the ladies, as a sex educator,
uh-huh.
what is one thing that you see women need the most confidence booster in when it comes to their sexuality?
Understanding just one, understanding what the pleasure looks like to them. So often we're socialized to basically, like everyone else has been saying, light ourselves on fire to keep other people warm, right? When it comes to pleasure, we are socialized to maintain and present pleasure for the satisfaction of our partners, not to the satisfaction and pleasure of ourselves. Words mean things. I'm very much an applied linguistics kind of girl. And the definition of pleasure is experiencing great joy and excitement. It has nothing to do with sex, right? The connotation, we have socially decided that pleasure and sex are the same thing and interchangeable, and they are not. And a lot of people are having sex absent pleasure. And a lot of people are having pleasure absent sex. And so when you know what pleasure looks like for you, non-sexually and sexually, again, you walk different, you talk different, you smile different, your energy is different. And I think also there's a pressure, and like an ambient pressure to be sexy. And like I said, words mean things. And when you drill down on the word sexy, it means different things to different people. Sexy doesn't necessarily mean Jessica Rabbit. And if you're not old enough to know who Jessica Rabbit is, log off now. But it doesn't necessarily mean, to me, sexuality, sexy doesn't mean naked. Naked is powerful. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not a sexual thing. And so when I think sexy, I think powerful, I think attractive, I think intelligent, I think stylish, I think confident, I think certain, I think aware, I think in tune. I don't think, lashes and bundles and bust downs and you know what I'm saying? Like that is the entrapments that we assign that stuff to. But if you can't be sexy, whatever that looks like for you, in your pajamas, you know what I'm saying? Then you're not sexy for real. If you can't be sexy without all the accoutrement, then it ain't in you, it's on you. And
That's sad.
And so I think the biggest thing when it comes to pleasure with women is that we don't know what it looks like for us, be it non-sexually or sexually. And you have to get in tune, because how are you going to communicate pleasure to others if you don't know what it looked like for you?
Say so.
I love
your mate selection, like I said, with the bae, the bride folk, right? With the roses, your mate selection looks different when you know what pleasure looks like. First person who's around telling you pretty and help you get that tingle in your back, baby. You know what I'm saying? To your detriment.
Yes.
To your detriment. But when you know what pleasure looks like for you, with and without clothes on, come on, Leanne, with and without clothes on.
Amen, amen.
And Slave I Shay, with the clothes, and Leanne without the clothes. Okay. When you know what pleasure looks like for you and check those boxes off, what's left is that masculine piece. So now you know what you're looking for. Because some of us just know what we don't want.
You said a mouthful.
Yes.
When you know what you want, then it gets easier.
I love it. And I'm gonna move right on over to Slay by Shay, because Shay, can you tell us how long have you been married, ma'am?
Oh wow. So 24 years. 24
Oh,
years. Beautiful.
So you
24.
started when you was
Listen,
3?
Yeah, because I was about to ask how old were you?
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Goody. Yeah, 24 years. And
so
it's been an amazing ride. And I brought, I live here in Dallas, but my husband and I are both from Chicago. So I brought my man with me.
Listen, I
hometown.
imported mine from Chicago.
You're what?
I live in Dallas too, but my husband's from the South Side, 81st and Woodlawn.
Come
Um,
on.
but I met him here. He was already in Dallas.
He
But
was a neighbor. He was not far from me, 87th and Racine. So
see,
we
now
were
I gotta go. Now I gotta text him. But
You
yes,
gotta take
I wholeheartedly
Oh,
agree.
yeah, 85th and Elizabeth.
And
Come on,
it's
man.
not the thing. I feel like when you live somewhere, the people that you're not going, your partner may not be where you live. You may have to go somewhere else so they can appreciate what you bring to the table, and
Yeah.
who you are and how you move.
Listen,
Luckily, you found yours where you was at.
I did
But
in
yeah.
college, no less. Yeah, in college. I want to say I want to chime in on a few things because y'all kind of lit me up, lit into a lot of things that set my soul on fire and topical. First of all, I didn't get to say what my goals were for being MC at the event, but it's really so you know how people say, is it a vibe? Like where you're going, is it a vibe? I don't want to go to that restaurant. It's not a vibe. I want to go there. It's a vibe. I believe in bringing the vibe. Okay, so that's my goal and purpose for this retreat is to bring the vibe. The vibe is going to be there, but it's only going to be a collective vibe, right? Like all of us are going to have to bring that energy that all of us have so many synergies in what we do. It's crazy because as you all continue to speak, I'm like, we're all in the confidence business. We're all helping people dial into the most sexy, the most magnetic, the most powerful thing that you can have that nobody can take away from you, which is confidence, right? And the reason is so precious. I will tell you in my work, I found the reason confidence is so precious is because not many of us have high levels of confidence. So it's precious because when we see it, we're like, whoa, how they get that? Where they do that? How do you know? So people are like really attracted to people who show up with full 10 toes down confidence because they're like, what is it? What is it that they're doing? Where are they going? What are they consuming? Where, who are they talking to? They want to know more. So I love that we're all going to be in the same space and place. I don't know, Nicole, if your participants are going to be able to handle all of this energy.
Listen,
Be concerned
listen, I told them they have a touch of Nicole and Nikki already. So they
Okay.
already knew that the shenanigans were going to be in the house.
Yes.
I have been preparing them since the summer to get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. So what I've been touching on are some of the things that they are going to leave behind. They have one instruction in order to participate in this event, and that is before they walk out the door, they got their suitcase in hand, their purse on their shoulder. You must gather up all of the anxiety, the stress, the problems, the woes, the people who bug the hell out of you, the people who get on your nerves, the job, the health issues. Take all of the negativity, put it in a bag, and throw it in the garbage. And if you're too afraid to do that, hang it on the hook before you walk out the door, because once the door closed behind you, it is your responsibility to elevate your expectation, to elevate your happiness, elevate all of the positive endorphins that you can muster up, because once you arrive in Dallas, once you get to that hotel, once you check in and I know you're there,
it's on. It's on. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I can tell they're gonna be changed forever. They're gonna
absolutely. The one thing I absolutely believe in is that they have to come, they will not leave the way they came in.
Right.
Right. I am a person who loves see, the music has to be on point. I'm a baby. If I can sit in my chair and do this, ba-dum, ba-dum, oh, 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 oh. in my chair. I could do the hustle. And so I needed someone to actually understand that vibe. Like she said, I had to have somebody that understood that vibe. So when I got to talking to Terrence, one of the first, baby, to give me a old school, because on Saturday night, in case y'all didn't know, and I expect that Shay is going to make sure everybody understand how to dress for the party. We're having the old school party. It is a 80s, it's a 80s music, it's 90s music. That's all you gonna get. We're not going back to the 60s and the doo-wop. We're not coming into this music that I don't even know what they've been. You know what they said. And the young folks be talking about something. Yeah, that's a hit. A hit of what? A hit of what? So DJ Terrence, you know what? And somebody said, why you got a male DJ? See, I had to say, see, you're gonna have to mind your business. Because see, this man supports a wealthy woman. Okay, let's understand that. And so his concept of being here to support, Brent supports a wealthy woman. Brent has children that he is raising, all right, that they're influencing. So they understand just because it says wealthy woman does not mean that the message one doesn't apply to them and two doesn't apply to somebody that they love and support. But the most important part of making sure that there are men in this conversation, because if I'm talking about getting rid of masculinity, I need a man to identify it for me and then tell me the other side of the conversation so they can't be left out. So DJ Terrence will be here, his lovely wife will be here, be there with him. And so Terrence, do me a favor, tell the people what made you decide to want to be a part of this event.
That's a phenomenal question, and it's been something that I have been personally dealing with for years. I lived in China for 9 years, and one of the things that I observed in China is just blatant sexism. There were times when me and my wife, we often worked together. We were applying for the same job, and the employer, seeing that my wife had stronger credentials and experience than I, they would often offer my wife 30% less in terms of her salary or her income. And that was when I was, forced to recognize something. And that was, if people are going to treat my wife that way, they have to understand that I'm not in the mindset where I feel like, oh yeah, I'm worth more than her. Ha ha ha. No, it's like, no, this is the same household. By ripping her off, you're ripping me off. And then that applies to all the women in my family as well, whether they be my aunts, my nieces, any woman or a young woman that is growing up in my family. I feel like we men, we have to fight for a better future for them. We are not coming up by suppressing women in any way, shape, or form. This is something that's only doing one thing, and that is hurting the women that we love the most. So one of the things that I started doing, starting with my time in China, I started focusing on messages that empowered women to step outside of the shadow of their husband, step outside of the shadow of their father, so that they can define success for themselves and start going for that success regardless of what magazines are saying, regardless of what society is saying, and regardless of what the government is saying. And I think that that's something that we are still striving for in 2024, whereas I still come across so many women who are in the shadow of somebody else. And I'm like, look, you can be, do, and have so much more, but the first thing that you got to do is just drop all these preconceived expectations of who you are and the contributions you're supposed to make. Because the reality of the situation is, when you drop those preconceived ideas, the contributions that you can make to the lives of those around you and to society as a whole are so much greater. And so, anyway, that's what me and Nicole ended up talking about, and that's kind of what I'm to the table here.
Listen. I love it. I love it because women empowerment, that it embodies so many different concepts, right? The same way the wealthy woman lifestyle helps you understand that we can help you define your goals and achieve them. And it's different for everybody. The one who's 60, who's approaching, how do I retire from this job, is going to be different. What her view is going to be different from the 40-year-old who's just hit that plateau in her career. She still may have a child in high school. So it all looks different. So I love the challenge that that brings because it keeps me on my toes to be flexible. But the one thing that is common amongst all of them is that their mindset needs to be changed and shifted and transformed so that they can move to what's the next, whatever that next level is. Okay, so Ty, I'm going to ask you to share a little bit about why you decided to come and provide spa services. But first, before she opens her mouth, y'all, just tell her you want that 50 bish. Just tell her that. That 50 bish. If you can't remember number 50 or bish, you need to have it, baby. Because when I tell you coming out that shower, put it on your skin, ain't nothing like that silky, silky, silky. Oh, whoop,
Oh,
almost again.
you're so funny, Nicole. And by the way, Shay, your skin looks amazing.
Yes, my my esthetician has me on points all the
I
time.
mean, you
Yeah.
glowed up. You looking amazing.
Thank you, love.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
You've
Thank you.
been
Thank you.
you've been coming what 20? How long you been coming?
I've been coming 16,
2015.
16 years.
Yes. Well, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Um, yes. Thank you. So, hi everybody. I am here. I want to be a part of it because I have always been on a mission to always provide wellness to women, men, just my community, especially people of color. Because, of course, when I started this journey, 5 years ago, getting massages and facials and stuff was kind of a taboo thing. Um, Especially when it comes to that aspect, we just kind of put a lot of things before we put that part in. And I just want people to know that when you take care of your temple, it will take care of you. Shay's a prime example of like she's glowed the heck up. And it does. It takes commitment, time. She comes every month. It is an investment. But when you can say your age and you can see the investment that you put into it and look at what she looks like. I'm just using her as an example because she is one of my people that have came religiously for 16 years. And I just want people to feel the vibe, but also maybe even if they're not from here, that they can think about, you know what, this isn't about an anniversary. This isn't about we're celebrating 2 years together. This her husband comes too, but this is about your wellness. This is about like a car. A car will not continue to keep going if you don't put no maintenance to it. And the clothing and the lipstick and the stilettos and the earrings and the dyes, whatever you do to make yourself beautiful, nothing is like the tune up. And you should be getting that every month. And so if I can just bring a little bit of that to this event, I think everybody's going to feel amazing. And so, of course, I'm not going to give out, miss an opportunity to do that. And thank you, Nicole, for having me.
I'm grateful that all of you are going to be present because it makes a difference in who's on your team, right? You've got to have you. I could be the best presenter. I could be the best, and well, I am the best. And let me put that confidence thing on there. But without a team there to enforce and support and encourage and motivate, this would not be the extravaganza that it is going to be. So when I tell you that I was very particular with who I decided to bring to the stage, coming to the stage right now, I was particular about them because I can't have everybody in front of you. I can't. The people who are in the comments, they know me well. They know I don't put anybody in front of them. I know that if I had to leave the facility, you guys would be in good hands. I know that
Right.
they wouldn't tell you anything off the wall. What they are going to tell you, Veronica says, Miss Nikki has said, we must do self-care. We can't be good to others if we don't take care of ourselves. Secure your own mask. Secure your own mask. In the audience with her is Elena. I went to a biblical meditation retreat last weekend, and it was one of the best experiences that I had. Listen, we here, and I'm gonna go to Angel and Brent because they the pastors, they the ministers, they the Reverend Deacon Ursha boy, all in wrapped in that cry. Okay, so they look, they be the ones that when they finish talking, you supposed to pass the collection plate. Okay. But when you take things out of the body, when you cleanse the body of the impurities, when you remove bad habits, the Bible says, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I know they will, that you're supposed to replace it with something in its place. Otherwise, it will come back and it will bring some friends. Ever lose 20 pounds? I done took 20 pounds off, and in the next 3 months, you done gained 40 because it came back with a vengeance and brought his friends. Was like, we moving in. She ain't replaced us with good eating habits. She ain't replaced us with exercise. So we gonna come on back up in here because we familiar. And you know, hey Kiki, come on, girl. She got some room. And they done brought in some kinfolk with them. What she talked about, once you pull those things out, you replace all of that with the word of God. I was like, So what you are going to experience from January 16th to January 20th is a whole weekend of replenishing you, of refreshing you, of rejuvenating you. You go down to that link and you get registered, because I promise you, if you want your 2025 to be that next level, and let me come with this. I do not want us operating out of fear. Okay. I'm going to say this part. I am not a politic girl. I hate to play it, but I stay in the game because I work for the U.S. government. Okay. The government. All right. But I hate to play the politic game. I do not want us operating out of fear under this next administration. I want us operating out of knowledge. I want you to be equipped with a plan, a strategic roadmap to accomplish the goals. Okay. First we have to define the goals, then we set the goals, and then we create the roadmap to achieve the goals. And then we keep moving forward. We do that in a community of support from one another. Right? There are going to be days when I can't lean on myself. So I can say, Leanne, I need some help. I can say, Angel and Brent, I need some help. Shay, baby, why these shoes don't look right with these pants and this top? But also, if I need to, I say, Shay, you know what? Let's meet down here at the kitchen and the cocktails and sit up and have a mimosa because I'm having a moment. Goody. If I really need somebody to bust me upside the head, goody. Come on, girl. That girl will pop, she will pop, lock, and drop it in a heartbeat. Do you understand me? So you have to have people in your circle. Leanne don't play. She's sitting there looking all cute and stuff and quiet and reserved. That girl will bust a knot upside my head too. I cannot afford to not have a community of people that will not support me. They will tell me what I need to hear when I need to hear. I'm already got to go to the principal's office when this session is over. That the principal already said we need to talk. I was like, Jesus, what I do this time? Do I need to bake some peanut butter cookies to get out of trouble, or do I on and take my spanking? Because it sounds like I need to take my spanking. But for all of you, especially those who are new to me, I want you to understand we don't come to play. That's what this shirt says. I did not come to play. I came to win. And that is the concept of what you will experience at that retreat. And this is why I do this. I have been in a position where I didn't have support. Can anybody else raise their hand and say that too? Where they did not have support, where somebody was not there to help them, and they know what it feels like to need that support and not get it. So now that I'm in a position to provide that support and maintain a community of people where you don't have to look for it. Okay. Veronica says me. Veronica's been with me for about umpteen years. All right. I have seen her grow not being able to take care of A, B, C, and D. I don't want to mute anybody, but if you got some background chatter, I would appreciate if you could mute that out. Um, she was in a position where she couldn't. And then she came to me and I watched her grow. So imagine when we talk about being empowered, okay? And when I tell them that your life circumstances hit differently when your finances are in order, can anybody attest to that? Okay, things look different when the bank account look different. They absolutely do. And when she was faced with some things that were beyond her control, Veronica had to take care, and she had gone over here to the bankruptcy court. She don't mind me telling. We got that understanding. And she said, "You want me to do what and how long?" You don't know Miss Nicole. So let me take this over here to her. Y'all got a 5-year plan for that. She not gonna play with me like that. And she came back and we pay how much money we pay off. You hear me say we because you know I'm invested with them in their plight. How much we pay off in 15 months, Veronica? I'm gonna let her put that number in there. Okay. How much we pay off in 15 months? This is a changed mindset. So when I tell you that my community, my speak $73,253 in 15 months, I didn't play with her, and she wasn't gonna play with them. I did not play with her. So she wasn't going to play with them. Please understand that. That is the transformation that we are bringing to you in January. When I tell you, Leanne gives a whole new definition on how you need to maintain your self-care. When I tell you that she's going to walk through that room, and I don't care what part of the earth you sitting at, that's what I said. In what part you sitting at, she going to take you about 10 levels higher. Okay, you could be sitting on 100. She gonna take you on up to 150 because that's the vibe, that's the energy, that is the movement that she's bringing. When Angel and Brent hit that stage and talk about, baby, where is your self confidence? Where is your cape cloak of independence? Put that one over there. Let's get into that feminine grace. Let's walk through feminine grace. Let's get into that. When I tell you, you're gonna start thinking like, yeah, just go on and go with it. And goody, let me tell you, rhetoriology. Y'all got to have a whole new definition of what sex educator in a rhetoriology class gonna look and feel like. I promise you. I promise you. And she's so much fun. If y'all can't tell, this lady don't play about that. She is so much fun. But then after that, you might need a wind down. Like you got a little crook in your neck. You're gonna be like, Ty, can you hook that part up right there? And when she get the moving and a pressing and a itching and a scratching and all of that, then you're gonna turn around. Okay, can you do this side too? And before you know it, can you, let me get that part in there. Can you go down the back a little bit? Can you work on the side a little bit? You know what? Gonna sit there for an hour. I'll be back tomorrow. All kinds of stuff. Okay, because this is transformative. This is not just about the education. This is not just about the experience. This is all about transforming you. So when you go back home, after DJ Terrence and put on a whole bunch of music, we're going to lose about 15, 20 pounds come Saturday night. I'm just letting you know. We're going to, all your hair ain't going to be cute when you like it was when you came in, right? You was going to be all boofed up. You're going to have your little cute suit. You was like, girl, I look like TLC. You going to look like ABC when you leave up out of there. You understand what I said? You might be looking like BBD. Who knows? That is the experience and the transformation. So that when you go back home and you turn that key in that door, you put your code in and pop that door open. Guess what? If you left a bad key, you will now be very selective about what you pick out because you will be fully equipped, you will be fully mind transformed, mindset change as to how you deal with it. The solution will already be there, so you don't mind picking it up. Am I lying about what y'all gonna bring to the table? Am I lying?
Definitely not.
No
All
lies
right.
detected.
So listen, I wanted to bring you guys together. I've interviewed you guys, most of you individually, because I wanted them to see you by yourself, hear your story. Those are also on the YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed over there, I want to share that so you guys can go over there and subscribe to get notifications. But I wanted to bring the panel together because it's nothing like seeing all of the speakers together who are going to provide services for you, who are going to lead you in the workshops to see us interact. But I knew this was a good mesh. I knew that. I
Mhm.
didn't know how good. I'm going to pat myself on the back for the selection that I made when it comes to all of you. The synergy is so much fun. And this is right here virtually. I can't wait to see the explosion. I just cannot wait to see the explosion in the room. So I'm going to go around the room. Shay, I know you got a hard stop. So I want you to do me a favor and tell the people, leave them with one tip and then also leave them with where they can find you.
Girl, that's so broad. One tip.
Just one, because they're gonna get the goods at the retreat. You got to show
Okay.
up and participate in your own rescue. So you got to come to the retreat to get the good goods. Just give
Yeah.
one good.
So I'll leave you with this because I just had a YouTube. I just revamped my YouTube channel, and it's been. By the way, it's been going for about a month now since I revamped it. I'm at 1,500 subscribers. It's insane. And I'm already monetizing. So I'm so excited about that. Thank y'all so much. So go check it out. It's at Slay by Shay all day. Okay. At Slay by Shay all day. And Shay is with an E, by the way. But I did a video and I talked about wearing nude shoes, right? So nude shoes, we know, or not everybody knows, but wearing nude shoes for women, fellas. For women, when you wear nude shoes, the appeal is that they match everything. So you don't have to worry about, your shoes matching what you're wearing. It allows your outfit to be the statement maker. But a lot of people didn't know that you should get nude shoes that are closest to your skin tone. And people put in the comments, they was like,
wow.
I didn't know. So if you are darker melanated, you should not be wearing them beige shoes. You are defeating the purpose. You have to wear your nude, not just nude, your nude. It makes a
You got to
difference.
make me go in there and throw them shoes out.
A lot of people don't know
They
that.
bone color and I ain't bone at all.
They can stay, they just not nude.
Because you're defeating the purpose. The whole purpose of wearing nude shoes is to create a longer, leaner leg. And you can't do that if you have a different color nude on your feet because it stops the eye line. So that's my tip. I believe that. You can reach me on all platforms at Slay by Shay, everything. The best way to reach me is Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I can't wait to see y'all in January.
I can't wait to see you, Shay.
Listen, let me, I'm so good. I'm glad I can go back and read the comments so I can remember my nude, because them ain't my nude back there. He just stepped on all my little I'm 10 toes down, but for another reason right about now.
Girl, it's silly.
Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. In the comments saying, thank you, Shay. Thank you, Shay. So, yes, and I can't wait to see you. But, Shay, we got to get together so I can do your individual interview. So we can talk a little bit more about how Slay by Shay came about, how that Chicago life transferred over to Dallas, Texas, and really what the Slay by Shay crawl can do for your life. A lot of my pictures that you guys see, Shay was she was my inspirator. She put the team together. She pulled all my blouses and baby, move this one back, move this back like that. Stand with your shoulders up, with your head up, elongate your neck, turn to the I was like, yeah, no, I felt like I was in geometry, psychology, and photoology all at
You gotta get them angles. You gotta get them angles right, baby.
I I was like, which way that is. So
Yes,
thank you,
indeed.
Shay, so much. I appreciate you, and I know you got to stop, and I will see you soon. We'll talk soon. So,
Very
Ty,
good.
Ty, Ty, do me a favor. Give them one tip. One tip. I don't know if it's about moisturizing. I don't know if you want to tell them about what kind of shea butter to use. I don't want to. I don't know if you want to tell them you make sure you be at the retreat and get your spa services. But I'm gonna let you pick. I'm gonna let you pick.
Wow, I'm like so much. I guess I would just say if I had to give you one tip is that when you cleanse your skin, you should always double cleanse. The first cleanse is just basically taking off. If you're coming from outside, you have to think you've been in the environment. So that first cleanse is just a pre-cleanse, and then the second cleanse is the deeper cleanse. And also, when you get up in the morning, you're all over your pillow, blankets, slobber. You should do your pre cleanse and do a double cleanse. And yes, you should cleanse. I know there's this new thing out that you shouldn't wash your face. No, you should wash your face for sure. So that's my tip I would give, double cleanse day and night.
Thank you so much. I have shared all of your individual interviews on my new school platform. There is a space and place for all of you there. I'm really excited about the massage services. I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't think I've ever really I've had one in my adult life, and that's probably why I keep having these instances of adult acne. I've had one time with an esthetician. Don't
Well,
don't
you
don't
got to
judge me.
come
Don't
see
judge
me. Yeah, come see
and you
me.
know, scratching her head. Don't be judging me while you
And
spray.
everybody,
Don't
whether they have now here's another nugget. Everybody, whether they have good skin or not, or black or melanin, the black don't crack does not apply. You should be getting a facial, professional facial, at least every month or every 6 weeks. If you're over the age of like 35, okay?
Yeah,
That's
I
another little
passed it
tip.
a little while ago, about 2, 3 days ago. Don't judge me. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Mind your business, okay? Mind
That's
your business.
okay. Remember, your face is your billboard. The first thing I see is your face. So
You're
always take good care
absolutely
of it.
correct. Yes,
Before
ma'am.
I see your outfit, I'm gonna see your face. Before I see your Gucci bag,
You're
I'm gonna look
right.
at your face. But I have to go too. But I want to say I love everyone. I'm excited. And I hope that everyone just takes advantage of just while you're doing all these wonderful activities to take a little bit of a breather. That's what I'm there for. And I am so happy to be a part of this amazing journey. Heck, I want to be in the audience. I'm gonna have to buy me a ticket. I'm loving everything. I love all of what you guys are bringing to the table. So
Yes,
I'm excited.
definitely. We'll
You did a
talk.
very good job with this team. It's like, wow, she's really did a great whole weekend. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you, and we will talk about you being able to partake in the other parts of the
Yeah, I want to have fun. I want to be a part of this little crew. Thank you.
All right, so
Woo!
thank you. I know she said
All
she has
right.
to get
Thank you,
moving,
everybody. Bye.
honey. And so Terrence, as much as Terrence has sat here and listened more than he has talked. And I love it because he stands in that position where he is all about being able to support us. Um, musically, musically, okay, music. What would you tell people music? Because I listen to music based on my mood, right? If I'm in a praise and worship, I got a whole lot of stuff, and I'm from Chicago with the big choirs. But then by midday I'm at Herb Kent, and by the midnight I'm a Boogie Down Productions, or I might be in somebody's Isley Brothers. Woo, child, don't get me started. Don't get me started. But what does music do for you that allows you to support events such as mine?
You're muted. I mean,
Uh-oh, Terrence, you're muted. Let me help. Let me
Check,
see if
check,
we
check,
can miss
check,
in.
check.
We hear you.
Look, mic check,
Right.
mic check.
Fantastic. That largely depends on the vibe that the client is trying to achieve. I've done music festivals with 6,000 people on the beach. I also did this event where a lot of women, like 20 or 25 women, came into the Oakwood Hotel specifically to do handmade face masks with different types of mud and clays. They had it on their face with cucumbers. They were there chillaxing while I was playing music that was very close to white noise. Okay. It was the most soothing experience ever. And so at the end of the day, whoever the client is and the event that they have, whether it be a business conference, something like a nightclub, a wedding reception, there's a specific vibe that they are aiming for. And my job is to try to deliver that vibe. And there's various ways to do that. Now, at this point, for this event, I am under a certain impression, and that impression is one where energy needs to be delivered, excitement needs to be delivered. We want to create a set of circumstances where the people are comfortable with getting up and moving and dragging other people to the dance floor. And so at this time, that is what I'm aiming for. And so far, I'm looking at putting together like an 80s, 90s R&B mix. You might hear a little, what's his name? Can't even think of his name. Kiss, what's his name? You don't have to be beautiful to turn.
Come on, now, wait a minute.
Prince.
You just forget Prince's name.
Right here, Shaka.
You almost got canned.
You almost forgot Prince Rogers Nelson.
For this event, this is what I'm kind of aiming for at this time. As I get more information, that might change. Something that Nicole was just alluding to was the idea that gospel might be incorporated. And so one of the things I immediately thought, you know what? I should drop my email down there, because if gospel is needed, okay, what everybody can do is just go ahead and email me, 5-10 different gospel MP3 files so I can start building that playlist now. If I end up with 20 tracks, that's totally cool. I don't need thousands of gospel tracks, just to get the playlist rolling. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some songs that people might want to hear 2 or 3 times over a 2 to 4 hour event, you see? And so that's something else that we can do. At the end of the day, my goal here is to be flexible and to meet the needs and demands of my clients, while at the same time providing support in a way logistically that makes the event look smooth as possible. And that's what I do at every event that I find myself at.
See, that's what team does. Teamwork makes the dream work. And I'm super excited and grateful for you. Goody. Dr. Goody.
Ma'am.
It's hard to ask Dr. Goody to just give a tip, just one tip.
And I feel a way. I want to go on record as saying I feel a way, because rhinology can be a night activity, but I don't get no stage time. I just got to teach the people to ride, and I don't.
Wait a minute. No, hold on.
I have more to contribute.
Wait a minute. Hold. Time out. We can talk about.
I have more to contribute.
We can talk. Oh, did Veronica say this Goody session pony by genuine? So listen,
Definitely
we're
my pony.
talking at Women Evolve. You guys, a few weeks ago, I was gifted a ticket, and she was there doing her thing with education. So Goody, I was unaware. So if I need to,
I hate that you didn't say you saw me at Women Evolve and my outfits was popping. I hate Shay not here because my outfits. I knew it was your nude. I knew
that part on the replay, because baby, Goody don't play either.
I was excited
when Goody walk up in there. You gonna know it was good. You gonna know Goody was here.
But I'm saying, but I can't show my outfits for rhinology because it's a certain. You know what I'm saying? You got to wear workout clothes for that.
You know what?
But,
let's talk about that.
You still have the cute workout clothes.
I mean, today I had to teach today, so I have on one of my shirts, and some shorts because.
Goody, what did that say?
You read it. I read it, and I like it, and I need that.
Hey, listen.
I say do both.
Everyone says do both, but I also have. I say work their clit, not their nerves.
Part.
I also have to work their clit, not their nerves, because I'm equal opportunity. But
Oh, so
but I'm wearing
sometimes
my
you
outfit.
know,
Some days that I'm not teaching radiology, me and my outfits will be present, and I'm gonna need Shay to get me together. And I don't do facials and stuff either, but I felt affirmed because she was like the double cleansing. And so, and wash your pillowcase and drink water. But anyway,
see, I told y'all she couldn't leave it. She hadn't even gave a tip yet of her own.
I'm gonna get my tip. I'm gonna get my tip because I was kind of inspired by the double cleansing of it all, right? So and we gotta get off at 8:15. So my tip is taking a shadow shower. So you take a shower in the dark, no candles, no music, no light, just in the bathroom. You get to experience that shower through all 6 of the senses: the sound of the water, the sound of the breathing, the feel of the water, the scent of the soap. You're actually touching yourself in a very nurturing way, deciding if, do I need to put more soap there? Do I need to exfoliate? Do I need to shave? Because most of us only get naked for utility, to have sex or to get dressed. And so connecting to your naked body in a non-sexual way adds to your sensual intelligence and the way you experience life through all 6 of the senses. So I would say take a shadow shower. Just take a shower in the dark and connect with your body in a very nourishing and restorative and cleansing way. And body wash is not soap. Okay. And
Man.
you can reach me at Ask Goody everywhere because my name is Goody, Goody, and people ask Goody things. So I am Ask Goody anywhere likes can be clicked.
What did she say? Some of y'all just got y'all feelings hurt. She said, say that part again. Body shower gel, body soap.
Body wash is not soap, or they would call it soap.
No, it's not soap.
They
it's
call
not
it
soap.
body wash.
For a
You're
reason.
supposed to take your shower first and then put the body wash on. If you read the directions, we just buy stuff and think we know what we're doing. Body wash is not soap.
Oh, Jesus. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. So, Professor Leanne, Professor Leanne, listen, we got to come.
Dr. Dose, you call me Dr. Dose.
Dr. Dose. Terrence, I see you, and I thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, I try to tell them an hour. I try to keep it down to an hour, but sometimes we just get so caught up in what we be doing. We be going over, and that's why I picked Sunday night, because I ain't got nobody before or after me. So we run a little over. We gonna be all right. But if they have to jump off, we know that we can catch them later. So thank you so much. That's right. Body wash is not soap. Veronica said you need that bar. You need that bar and not the bar you stand in and order liquor at. Okay. Not that bar. So Leanne, one tip for the audience.
What's a good tip? Okay. I got one for you. So my session is on the Glow Getter journey, transforming your life through self-care. And I want you guys all to remember that self-care isn't just something that you do when you're overwhelmed. It's actually the way that you build a life that you don't need to escape from.
Amen.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
So
Type that in there. Make sure note take put that in the note.
you know that you know that's what I've been doing the whole time. I ain't gonna not put mine in there.
I love it.
So it's about being intentional with your self-care. There are actually 8 dimensions of wellness or self-care, and we're going to go through some of those in our session. It's going to be a vibe. It's going to be fun. You're going to learn some things that you can carry with you. And I will have clothes on, so don't be asking, is it naked? Don't be naked, because I will have clothes on. And
the reason she had to point that out, because Leanne has earned herself the title of the naked lady. I said, so Leanne is going to be here with the community. Veronica was like, is that the naked lady? I said, she got a name, y'all. She got a name. Somebody said, well, is she going to be naked at the conference? I said, yeah, no. She's not. No, I don't think so.
It's not that. This is not that kind. This is not that kind
of conference, y'all. It's not that kind of conference. But she would boldly walk when no one else there. That is what I love about her. And honestly, in my time in knowing Leanne, She made a statement to me one day that really made me reflect on me, not her. She said, I'm glad we got to know each other through business, because if we had met in a in an environment where you were knowing me personally, we probably wouldn't have kept in touch. Am I that bad? She said, yeah, you are. A little shelter. I don't get out much. Look, just a little goody. Look, just a little bit goody. Just a little bit. Goody gave me a tip about 2 weeks ago. I said, She said, I said, It was a back and forth session of she was going yes and I was going. And it is something to have people in your circle that will push your limits. Okay, help you think differently. And honestly, at this retreat, I place them to be in front of you to do just that. Some of you are trying to work out your problems on your own and in your head. And that's probably the worst place you can be when you're overwhelmed, when you're stressed, when it's just too much for you. You actually need somebody. Listen, I'm okay. I'm going to have a confession. I told Brennan Angel X, Y, and Z. And I don't know which one of them started first, but they both went to the same answer. Are you crazy? I was like, how y'all gonna say the same thing at the same time? What are y'all talking unison? Y'all got one head. It was like one band, one sound, okay? And we just came out. I was ready to look around. Dr. Lee, where you at? Dr. Lee, Dr. Lee, where Dr. Lee at? Because they sure no said it. I said, but everything I had a but for, they had a and for. But and. It's something about people that will tell you what you need to hear, regardless of what you think, how you feel, and can really just come in from a blind directive and give you what you're supposed to have. And I love them for that. So, ladies, when I say that you are going to get, you're going to get that talk about dropping all of that masculinity. Oh, they gonna hand you the business. So Brent and Angel and Brent, the roads is this.
I'm excited for your community. I'm excited for everybody who's going to be a part of it. This is truly the whole pie. As I listen to everybody, especially for women, and I say so for women because I honor and cherish my wife, and I need her to be the fullness of who she is, so I can do what I need to do. But just a tip, I'm gonna let Angel.
I think. Oh, I thought I was gonna say, do we get one apiece? But that's okay. Before I give the tip, I just want to say,
you can.
we're not gonna be greedy. We're gonna comply. But I just want to say that, and I know I speak for both of us. We're excited about this. I thoroughly enjoyed getting to see and know the panel members. I'm excited to hear what Goody is going to lay down. I'm excited to hear what
I'm excited for you to learn, baby. Go ahead.
Here you go.
Here you go. Literally.
Listen.
Oh, we married.
I don't even know what to say about you some days, but I'm truly excited, and for you too, Leanne, because you said something earlier that is definitely something that we teach our ladies in our community. When you talk about the reason why we show up as less than feminine, right? For many of us, we have been put in positions where we have to flow in a more masculine energy. Yes. Single parents, head of household, the go-to in the family, you name it, right? Us, we have been put in, we play those roles right well. But there comes a time when we have to do our work so that we can heal. And so absolutely, I just felt so connected with all of the people here tonight, because it was like gosh, they echo what we teach.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that, Nicole, to use what you just said about me and Brent, it could be said about everyone involved in this. One band, one sound.
Right.
Right. And so I'm excited about that. Now on to the tip. The tip that I would give is to ladies, lean into your worthiness, right? Not your worth. A worth we can put a numeric value on. But when we talk about worthiness,
Mm-hmm.
you were born worthy. It's not something that you have to be performative in order to earn. You were born with this. And once you're able to lean into the fact that I am worthy, I don't have to act like, I don't have to pretend like, I could just show up and be me and be okay. It frees you to move with a certain level of confidence. And when you show up differently, when it changes not only who people see you as, it changes who you attract into your sphere. It changes the level of the men that will approach you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're tired of being approached by type 0 men, then do that self-assessment, do that self-work, and show up in a way that says, that will make a man look at you and say, oh, I got to act like I got some sense when I approach her. Absolutely. You do.
You know, and the thing is, once you understand what you deserve, your desires begin to change.
Absolutely.
When you understand what you deserve, your desires begin to change.
Mhm.
So that's when when with Angel was when we teach our ladies between worth and worthy, because so much we listen to what society tells us. Charge your worth. Listen, you don't have to perform to charge no worth. You're worthy. The Bible says that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. He made you.
Mm-hmm.
Not society, not other people. He made you. So you're worthy. So it's priceless. Worth versus worthiness. And that's what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
I love that.
it is hot in here. Listen, I'm super duper excited about what we are all going to do in the course of okay.
Now you gotta put that fan out, baby.
Look, I might have to see about getting them some fans for the event because it's gonna. They look. I'm gonna have mine. They better have it.
Oh yeah, y'all can follow us on. We're on TikTok.
Yes,
Instagram.
As what?
Everywhere.
Everywhere is the Beta Bride movement.
Beta Bride.
So, yeah.
And so for all of you who are in the our community group, you guys will start receiving information. You actually should already be getting your emails if you're already registered about your speakers, how to stay in touch with them. As a first large event such as this, I am excited about the energy, the vibe, the transformation, the education, the whole realm of what is going to be accomplished here. And we're starting now. So as you are preparing for the production of your vision board, I'm going to say this to you. You are the center of your board. Okay. So gather your pictures. You guys have seen mine. My face all up on my vision board. Okay. This is actually the portable vision board that I created that you have received. And this is one of the headshots that Shay created that look, the jewelry, the color. She had the team put together that did the hair and the makeup and the photographs. But as you can see, I'm the center of my board. And when I flip several pages in, there are more pictures of me in the center of my board because my goals center around what I want to accomplish. What do I want life to be like? So as you are preparing to converge onto Dallas and get into this room where you're going to be full of transformation, make sure you have pictures of yourself. Some of you have expressed that you want to become a homeowner. Find the name of the community. Find the zip code that you want to live in. Okay. What housing, what does the house look like? Right. I knew I had 3 desires for my house when I was shopping. It had to already be fenced in because I wasn't buying a fence. I just bought a house. I don't need to buy no wood too. Okay? It needed to already be fenced in. All of the entry doorways all needed to already have screen doors. I live in Chicago. This I don't have no screen door. I open the door and you standing right there. We don't do that. You got to come through the screen door because grandmama will open the front door and the screen door, which was an iron rod door, which she took down this thing and put the little screen up so the air could flow through. That's what we did up there in the Chicago. So you don't open the door and the people right there. We don't play that. So the fenced in, all entryways had to have screen doors, and every window needed a blind already up. Because I wasn't putting up no newspaper. I was not putting up newspaper yet, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Some folks, they fancy. They hang sheets. they
No, ma'am. No and no.
Okay. Goody. I kid you not. They would buy a house, and I'm telling you, this lady, she bought a $325,000 house. And the windows did not have blind covering or curtains. And for the first few months, she was hanging sheets. I'm telling you what I know. Until the neighbors called the homeowners association. Okay, all right. So I didn't have the time. I was in law school. I was working full time. I was operating a business. I had 2 children. I didn't have time to buy blinds, so that house needed to come with blinds. And those were the least of the 3. Those were the minimums. And when I bought that house, it was the biggest house on the cul-de-sac. It had the biggest yard. All of the glass were glass decorative doors. So I got more than what I had asked for, but I knew what was the minimum requirement because I had it on my vision board. So we're going to compartmentalize our goals. We're going to start with the end in mind. So just so you guys who are registered or planning to register, you know what you're coming to do. We're going to start with the end in mind. And before you leave, we're going to create a strategic roadmap to get to the end. Okay. And so some of you need to think about your health. Some of you need to be thinking, excuse me, what does your Boaz look like? Is he 6'2", light-skinned dead? Okay. Is he 5'8" and a little brown skinned dead? What is he dark chocolate like Morris chestnuts? Okay. What he look like, baby? What he look like? What do he look like? Don't put Morris chestnut on your vision board. That is a dream to die. Okay. Your wife will kick your tail.
You can put him there. It's just a representation.
No, ma'am. Don't do that. Don't fool yourself. Realistic.
You're gonna be on mine.
Okay. So what does it look like if you are planning for elevation in your career? Let's talk about what that looks like. Let's write the vision and make it plain. Then we can create the strategic roadmap and have a plan and a course of action. We're not just shooting in the dark. That is not what we'll do, because I will tell you, under this next administration, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay? That's all I got for that. The change that you want to see is Dr. Dose raising her hand.
I'm just waiting until you're finished because I have
yes, ma'am. I'm going to go ahead, ma'am.
No, I don't want to break your train of thought. It is not.
Go ahead. I'm going to catch back up.
Okay. So, Miss Goody, are you going to have, how do I say this? Not sound.
Baby, just say it.
In the rhidology class, do you have human samples?
No. So the way I'll tell you, I'll give away the game on that, on how that goes. So what happens is, it's a writers only environment. Okay. And we go over some stretches, some hip isolations, the positions, how to add pleasure tools to your ride game, and then a general Q&A. When we get to the positions, you will pair up. It's community building. Okay. You're going to pair up with another rider in the room. Now, this is not a sexual space. It's an educational space with a sexual topic. Okay. I'm going to be cracking jokes. We're going to be laughing. It's going to be a good time. What happens is, the reason I teach it that way is because once I show the position and I say, okay, now you try it, and then you and your partner switch and you're on the bottom and they're trying it. Because what happens is when you're on top, you're thinking, oh my God, can they breathe? Are they okay? What do I look like? What do I do with my hands? When you switch and you're on the bottom, you see that they are fine because you know what it feels like to be on the bottom. Mm-hmm. And then you can redirect all that energy back into your pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I tell you goody is the goody, goody is the goody.
But it's a fun time. Like, it's lots of laughing and joking. It's nothing salacious about it. I'm a fucking lady. Okay. And so, we comport ourselves as such, but it's a fun time. And even if we are in the space, because consent doesn't only exist in sexual spaces. So when we come into a space and somebody is like, has an unreadiness or a certain trepidation about partnering with maybe a stranger, or they have a friend in the room, I ask that you at least try one of the positions. It's one specific one. And you can try it with me as the educator and the professional in the room, just so that you see how it feels different in your body. From how you were doing it before. Because I tell people, when you're done with the class, you'll be able to ride comfortably for 10 minutes, which is a long time in sex time. Or I will give you your money back. And I've been teaching this class 15 years and I've never given anyone their money back. I also teach it twice a year to the women and partners of people with spinal cord injuries because they're always on top.
Well, listen, when I tell you I put my foot in this panel, I put my foot up in here. Okay, so Veronica asked, will there be items for sale?
Yes, pleasure tools. There may be pleasure tools for sale. I do cross sell in the workshop because we talk about how to add toys to your ride game. I also drop a couple of oral sex gems in there too. So yes, there will be some pleasure tools for sale. And you get a little free pleasure tool in your swag bag too.
Y'all don't need to. I'm gonna pick up any extra she have. We'll gather them up for evidence and exploration.
A mess.
Listen, I love I have kept you guys way beyond what we had planned, but I appreciate you being here. And look, Angel, look, was that a laughter tear? Was that?
And she asked the question, and then she did.
And then, look, she got her answer, and she ran. Ain't that like a hit and run? Listen, and for all of you in the audience, if you can't tell that we're gonna have some fun, the only thing I can tell you to do is be in the room. Mm-hmm. You got to be in the room. This was just a virtual touch, and I'm super excited as to what the platform speakers and workshop leaders plan to do now. Now, Goody done put me on the spot, and we're gonna take care of her because she said she don't just need to teach the rhideology class; she need to be able to talk to the ladies. So we're gonna have to see how we stir up the Goody, not the gift.
Hey.
We stir up the gift too while we stir. Okay, we done went too far. We went too far. So you listen. I am the Nicole Johnson, founder of Wealthy Women Lifestyle, where I teach women to define and achieve their goal of financial freedom so that they can live life on their own terms. This vision and empowerment retreat, look, got me studying over here. I'm so excited. Is going to be full of the transformation you didn't know you needed. So I encourage you to make sure that you get into the room. We are running a buy one, get one half off special. So if you need that for you and a friend, you all can double up on your registration. You need to inbox me for that, and I'll get you the separate link. Otherwise, if it's just you, go right on over there, read more about what's going to happen at the retreat, and then you'll start to get the information about where to fly into, the hotel, and how to make your reservations. And you just don't know all of the behind the scenes work that's going on and what we're putting together for you. So I look forward to this full transformative experience. And I know people hate to hear them words, but baby, when I tell you, it's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on. It's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on. You can't help but transform your mindset to make sure that your 2025 is the best year you've ever had. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're catching this on the replay, type that in the chat. Any questions, comments, be sure to leave them there and tag me. And I will see you guys around the social media platform. But worst case scenario, in January, y'all. In January. Hey. Good night.